Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll do chapter 12 for White Silk Lover. April 6th, midnight. Coby. We ate pizza and talked. Well, Tomas and I did anyway. The two of us worked on my song while laying on one of the beds. That blew my mind. One of the poorest people in America, me, having pizza with a multimillionaire platinum artist who sold out arenas. As much as I wanted, I tried not to be creepy as I stared and smiled. No, grinned. I had to admit it. I had a face-splittingly big smile. I bit my lip to keep my mouth from being too ridiculous. The meat lover's pizza was long since gone. The vegan was only a quarter gone. I reached for another slice and leaned over the song. Sam was on the other bed, playing around with his phone. Alone. That meant, don't hyperventilate, take slow breaths, act completely normal. I was on the same bed as Sterling Locke, the Sterling Locke, and he had kissed me. Sterling Locke was looking at my music, laying next to me, talking to me, bought me pizza, had flown from New Mexico to talk to me. Me. As I laid back and stared at the ceiling, something swelled inside of me. Tomas, smooth skin, gray eyes, brown hair a little messed up, tan, humming my melody, chewing on a pencil as he arranged and rearranged words. He wore an old t-shirt and cut-off sweats and looked so amazingly beautiful. Tapping the pencil as he softly sang the words, Tomas worked through the chorus, took the pencil, and erased a quarter note, replacing it with a half note. I fell in love with him that very moment. He's a megastar with hit after hit, a millionaire, but he took the time to turn my song, my little song, into a work of art. I teared up. He never had to do this. He had his own music, his own career. But that one act made me feel special. Nobody had been that kind for as long as I remembered. The old pain came back. If Tomas knew about my life, he would run away and never have anything to do with me. He must never find out. For a minute, I watched Tomas work. His brow relaxed, his shoulders loosened up, and he gave that slight, quirky smile I loved as he set the paper down. Then he noticed me watching him. Tomas slid next to me, so close I felt his breath. When he spoke, it was with a tenderness I'd never heard before, from him or from anyone. You're crying. Do you mind telling me what's going on in that head of yours? It just sank in who you are, I said. Someday I would lose Tomas, but not tonight. His lips were close, and his breath was hot on my shoulder. He smiled. Are you going to scream every time I enter the room? Would you like me to? I asked. Our mouths were so close. With his thumb, he wiped the tears off my cheek. Are you going to jump up and down? No, I whispered, but I might ask permission. I don't think I had ever been this bold in my life. As I leaned in, I let my lips connect with his. His kiss was like I remembered, warm, strong, like rubbing velvet across your skin. His lips parted as he took a breath. His hand slid down my stomach, then along my side. With a slow caress, his tongue ran along my lower lip, then slightly pushed my lips apart. His hair was soft, and I slid my fingers through it to the back of his head, and slowly down his neck, then down his back. What did you want to ask permission for? Tomas said, and pulled back an inch, inhaling, and slowly exhaling. Propping myself on an elbow, I let his eyes devour mine. I wanted to kiss you. Permission granted, Tomas whispered. I didn't have time to lick my lips before our mouths met again. I fell deeply in love with Tomas. I wanted to be with him, sing with him, live with him, make love with him. Someday it would end badly. But please, God, not tonight. You're trembling, he whispered. I whispered back. Can I? Shush, it's okay. Just enjoy the moment, Tomas said. We kissed again. I didn't want to let him go, because right now the moment was perfect. I've had so few of those in my life. I don't remember when the last one was. A click came from the other side of the room. Tomas rolled over, and I sat up to see. With his phone out, Sam was recording us and munching on a vegan slice. If you pick the broccoli off, this pizza is pretty good. The first pillow came from Tomas, and his aim hit Sam right in the chest. Sam dropped the phone. My pillow hit Sam in the head. Sam stuffed the slice in his mouth just in time to grab a pillow and block Tomas. I picked one off the other bed and Tomas yelled, "Pillow fight." Somebody's pillow ripped and little feathers flew everywhere. No, I heroically lunged at the pizza and closed the box. The last thing a vegan needs is feathers on their pizza. Wednesday, April 7th, 8 a.m. Tomas. Do you know how inferior a guy feels when he's around you two? Sam said. We sat at a booth in a diner, having breakfast. Eggs, biscuits, and greasy gravy for Sam. A meat lover's egg white omelet for me with a side of bacon and sausage. Vegan pancakes and a fruit bowl for Coby. He had real maple syrup. Coby and I sat next to each other. Sam sat on the other side of the booth. A small feather stuck out of the top of Coby's hair, and I pulled it out. Who knew the hotel used real down pillows? I don't know why, but Coby and I were comparing workout routines, sets and reps, one type of calisthenic to another, treadmills versus ellipticals versus bikes, free weights versus machines, keto versus vegan, simple stuff. We disagreed on many things, but we agreed on one thing. Neither one of us liked kettlebells. Sam, what do you mean? Coby said. He stared at one napkin with my workout schedule, next to the one with his overly complicated one. Did we forget something? Yoga? Swimming? Volleyball? Okay, I'll be the first to admit that Coby's pancakes looked good, smelled good, and probably tasted good. Coby had his way of eating, my trainer had another. I surrendered to the pancakes. I tapped Coby on the opposite shoulder, making him look another way for a second, and stole a small forkful of his pancakes. Coby looked back as I brought the fork to my mouth. Hey, get your own. Okay, they weren't good. They were fantastic. Maybe I will. Why do we make you feel inferior, Sam? A couple of gym heads like you two would make anybody jealous. Whose arms are bigger? I don't know. I think we're the same, I said, and raised my hand, attracting the waitress's attention. I want pancakes just like those. My trainer is going to kill me. Are we gym heads? Coby said. We both work out. I guess so, I said. Sam's jealous. Coby, how far do you run? Good question, Coby said, sliding his plate a little farther from me. The treadmill gives a number, but I don't pay attention. I go by time, and it's 30 minutes. You? This time I grabbed a forkful of pancakes while Coby was looking. I said, 3 miles. How long do you plank? Coby slid his plate further away and poured syrup on them. What's a plank? Sam asked. It's like a push-up, I said, reaching my fork to Coby's plate. He slid it to the very back of the booth. But without the push, it's only the up. With a little move toward the salt shaker, Coby made the plate dodge my invading fork. It doesn't sound like much of an exercise, Sam said. That means you need to head to the gym, I said. 2 years ago, Coby said, I had trouble with 15 seconds. I'm up to 3 minutes. 4 for me, if my trainer's mad at me. So why are you jealous, Sam? I said. Success. I stabbed Coby's pancakes and got a small piece. Somebody's binging on carbs. Coby relented and slid the plate closer. That's 3 bites you owe me. Sam set his fork down, his plate empty. You think normal guys go to the gym all the time? The waitress arrived with a stack of pancakes and another bottle of syrup. I was about to add butter. No butter, Coby said. Otherwise I can't eat them. You owe me. Fine, I said, and we both dove in. My job required me to work out. Anything for the fans. Coby, you? After he poured the syrup on, he cut a small bite from the side. It's better than being 310 pounds. I was doing a weight check on Sunday when Monica found me, and guess what? What's that? Sam asked. I'm now down 121 pounds. Only 9 to go. Woohoo! With a smile, I jabbed my fork into the pancakes. And you're celebrating with pancakes? And syrup. Coby took another jab at my plate. Do you know how nice it is to see your toes without bending over? Sam said, and other parts? Both Coby and I paused, then laughed at the same time. I meant knees. You both have dirty minds, Sam said. Coby stabbed his fork into my stack again. Yes, it's nice to see your knees, too. I jerked the plate. Coby's little bite fell on the table. Oops. Sam can laugh at the weirdest things, like now. What's so funny? I said. If the waitress knew who you were, Sam leaned in over the table so nobody but us would hear him. She'd grab that bite and sell it on eBay. Sterling Logs pancakes. I bet it would go for 100. And your shirt would be 1,000, Coby said. All sweaty and smelly, I said. Who'd want it? What about celebrity gossip, like the 234 article, or who you're dating or feuding with, or what kind of car you drive? Coby asked. I slid the plate over and let Coby cut another piece. There is a market for it, but it varies. Pictures, scandals, anything. The bigger the star, the better the price. Storm chasers do that, but it's more legit, Sam said. You get the most dramatic shot of a tornado touching down, and the news outlets will pay a lot. You have 2 kinds of journalists, I said. Those like Monica who don't touch the sleazy stuff, and those who sniff for anything. They say that's how Princess Diana died, when her car crashed trying to get away from them. Coby pulled his own plate back and finished off his own pancakes. Isn't leaking secrets illegal? I guess it depends on the secret, Sam said. Why? I have a weird idea, Coby said, but we'll need to hurry so you can catch your flight.